All right, let's talk about Petey Wheatstraw, the devil's son-in-law. It's a movie that feels like it was written by a guy who lost a bet, but realized halfway through it, wait, this might actually be brilliant. Rudy Ray Moore took kung fu, blaxploitation, horror, shoved them all into a blender and hit puree, and what came out? This fever dream with magic canes, satanic wedding plans, and some of the most glorious half-assed fight choreography you've ever seen. And I love this movie. It's my favorite Rudy Ray Moore movie. This movie made me fall in love with Rudy Ray Moore's cinema and stand-up, to the point where a young 20-year-old Daniel Jordan had to track down Rudy Ray Moore just to get him to do songs with me. And credit to him, he did. And then he died a year later. It was terrible. But R.I.P. Rudy Ray Moore, man. For the 2 years I got to know him, he became a dear friend to me. I mean, maybe he would consider me his friend too. I don't know. But I considered him mine, so good enough. So the movie starts with Petey Wheatstraw's birth, which is less of a birth and more of an exorcism.
It's alive!
And when Petey comes out, he's not crying, he's roasting people and throwing punches.
Don't know Granny died, the sapsucker gon' get on me and get away with it.
Not only that, he came out with a loincloth and looking 12 years old. He's a full-grown human being. Imagine being the doctor in that delivery room. You're just trying to do your job. Suddenly, the newborn's calling you a jive motherfucker.
How much do we owe you? Nothing. Just let me get the hell out.
Petey's so funny, he grows up to be a stand-up comedian.
I say one thing, if this place would catch on fire and they'd tell everybody to haul ass, you would have to make 10 trips.
But this guy's the truth. He's so good that other comedians, Leroy and Skillet, decide to straight up murder him out of jealousy. They're like, if we can't be funny, no one can.
I wouldn't stop my show if you needed ice water in hell.
So that's the way you want to play, huh, nigga?
And they roll up to his show with shotguns. It's the kind of overreaction that makes you wonder, these guys might have been one bad joke away from a murder spree. But here's the twist. Petey wasn't just funny, he was also trained in kung fu by an old master. Yeah, somewhere in this guy's life, he found time to learn martial arts. Not just any martial arts, kung fu. You know, movie kung fu, where you can fight off 15 guys with one poorly executed roundhouse kick.
I have taught you all the mysteries of the world and the art of self-defense.
I've always wanted to be on stage, making people laugh. You know,
A comedian?
yeah, so I can try and save the world from some of its miseries.
Watching Rudy Ray Moore try to do kung fu is like watching your drunk uncle try to dance. It's not graceful, but shit, it's entertaining. Anyways, Leroy and Skillet managed to kill him because apparently comedy beefs escalate to war in these movies.
Are you responsible for all this madness?
In most cases, I am, but in this particular instance, I happen to walk upon this disaster.
But death isn't the end for Petey. Oh no, he meets the devil, and Satan makes him an offer. Come back to life if you agree to marry his daughter. Now let's talk about his daughter. So the movie tries really hard to make her look hideous, but it's just that chick Nell with a fucking bag over her head. And she's got a great body, but with that face, you know, a bag is a little appropriate. So it works out. So Petey, being the hustler he is, takes the deal with no intention of keeping it. He's like, yeah, sure, devil, I'll marry your daughter, knowing full well he's about to ghost hell itself. That's the kind of audacity Rudy Ray Moore brings to this role. He's playing every guy who's ever talked his way out of a bad situation with pure confidence and zero follow-through. I mean, come on, we all do it. You talk a girl up, oh yeah, I'll do all these things for you. You get what you want, and then you just forget to call her back.
Oh, baby, you know it's only me and you.
Anyway, so Petey makes a deal with the devil to get his life back so he can get his revenge on them motherfuckers that killed him. Once he's back, Petey goes on a revenge spree armed with a magic cane, aka the magic stick. And that magic cane does pretty much whatever the plot needs it to do. Shoots lasers, beats up henchmen, basically a Swiss Army cane. And the fight scenes, I mean, they're incredible in the way that 70s low-budget kung fu movies could be. I mean, every punch looks like it was thrown underwater. But the real magic of this movie is Rudy Ray Moore himself. He's magnetic. Whether he's cracking jokes, fighting goons, or delivering lines that make you question your own self-worth, he owns every frame. He's not just acting, he's daring the camera to keep up with him.
I'm not here to brag, nor here to boast. I can sit on a tombstone and produce baby ghosts.
And in the end, Petey double-crosses the devil, takes out Leroy and Skillet, and walks off into the sunset with a smirk, only to have Satan come back for him.
Didn't think you'd ever see us again, huh, Petey?
Now you may kiss the bride.
Because you can't out-hustle the devil forever, but if anyone could, it'd be Petey Wheatstraw. But Petey Wheatstraw, it's not just a movie. It's a testament to the sheer willpower of Rudy Ray Moore. He took a shoestring budget, a wild premise, and a complete disregard for genre conventions, and he made something unforgettable. It's a kung fu, blaxploitation horror comedy, and it shouldn't exist, but yet there it is. So watch this movie. I mean, don't watch it for the kung fu, watch it for the absurdity. Watch it for Rudy Ray Moore, a man who made movies not because he had to, because no one else had the balls to.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. I'd like to thank you for letting me be myself.
And let me tell you a personal story about Rudy Ray Moore. He was an incredible human being, a very genuine person, a good dude. So I had met him a couple of times. We went to a players ball with Don Magic One even. And I really wanted to get Rudy on one of my songs. So his manager, Donald Randall, good guy, he quoted me a price for Rudy to be on my track. So I saved up that money. I did not have a lot of money, man, let me tell you that. So after saving my money for a couple of months, I came up with the figure. He laid down 2 hours worth of material for me. And with that material, I was able to make 6 or 7 songs out of it. I mean, it's out there. It's not hard to find. Rudy had such a good experience hanging out with me. I mean, I took him to run errands, took him to the VA, the doctor. He gave me my money back. He knew how much it meant to me, and he gave me my money back. So he laid down all those tracks for me for free. And then when he died, man, turns out I was the last person to ever have worked with him. And it's even in his biography book, which is insane to even be mentioned in that. I feel like I'm a part of history. So Rudy will always be special in my heart, and I just want to say rest in peace to Rudy Ray Moore. And everyone should see Petey Wheatstraw, as well as Dolemite and the Human Tornado, and I'll definitely do videos on those in the future. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good night, be safe, God bless.